nurtured them and help eliminate the pests that burden them.
Some intruders need to see another demonstration of your skills.
Listen, Hammerfall. Fierce predators of the undersea slither up and prey upon the fisher folk. Keep them clear. You may not share our faith, but your valor is a beacon that rivals the key flame. You have our gratitude.
See this? This is my boomstick!
Your efforts are appreciated. With uncorrupted harvesters, we can return these fields and feed the tens of Hammerfall.
What's up, dude? I might be late. I was focused. Off in my own little world. How's it swear? The hell are all these bags? You tell, right? No. I didn't plan on taking as long off as I did. Because I was actually going to... I worked the last two streams, was working on stuff. Yeah, I saw you sneak in last night at the end. All good. All, no worries at all. But, so... I didn't mean to take all of September off. But I kind of got in a motorcycle wreck the beginning of September. Like Labor Day weekend, that Saturday. And I was kind of on fire. So I spent Labor Day week where I was supposed to be on vacation. Well, I was on vacation, but basically nursing the burns and everything I got from the motorcycle accident. See hot chicken biffed it. No. No. There was a... was out with a group. And... at the last second... somebody just... we were on the highway, and at the last moment, somebody decided that they were going to take that They were going to take the exit that we were coming up on. Well, it's a 3-lane highway. I'm in the center lane. There's a motorcycle in the left lane. And we decide to go try and take the exit. So I shoulder check, everything's clear, so I proceed to go. The guy in the left lane decides that he's going to come over. Well, him and another motorcycle, there's another motorcycle there, like showed up. I don't know how, but they both tried to occupy the same space. That didn't turn out so well, obviously. So they both come careening in to the right, which is in the path that I'm going. One of them hits the barrier that's there to keep cars from running off the exit ramp. Thanks, asshole. That's what we needed. We needed everybody to just get the hell out of the way because nobody's trying to do an AoE thing. Jackass. Evokers, I tell you. It's this guy right here. So yeah, that motorcycle is coming across, hits a barrier that is designed to keep vehicles from driving off the highway onto the exit, because it's an, you know, the highway's elevated, right? You don't want cars driving off of it. So when it hits it just right that it ruptures the gas tank and fireball, and then throws burning gas all over both lanes of the exit where I am going. So my choices at that point are I can try and stop, but problem is if I stop too quickly, there's a chance that I can basically lay the motorcycle down, right? And then I'm in the fire where I don't want to be with the motorcycle down. Or on top of me, right? I could wreck the motorcycle. And have it on top of me. Not a good plan. Shush. No shadow men for you. Then of course I could get stopped, but then I stop in the middle of the fire that's now raging across the entire street. Don't want to do that. So I decide I'm going to go, you know, Days of Thunder. I'm just going to go through it, right? Problem is, I lost track of the motorcycle that was on fire and ran right into it. So as soon as, and it was slow enough that like the bike didn't fall over, I didn't get pitched onto the ground, but as soon as I felt the resistance, I knew what I hit, and I had no intention of trying to get the motorcycle like push it out of the way, because there's fire everywhere. So at that point I just said, you know what, screw the bike, jumped off, and then proceeded to run through the flames. And it was hot. And there's a lot more flames than I thought there was. Hey, look, I got a bag that I don't need. Yeah, I was literally on fire. Mainly just the t-shirt. And the jacket. The jacket pretty much melted. I'll post some pictures here as soon as I get done with the sprint. Hey, no touchy. I did not give you my consent. Don't pick me up and just manhandle me, asshole. Where is it? There it is. Checking this. But we want to touch you. Hey, Yemi, what's going on? It's okay if you guys touch, but when, you know, just random evokers just pick you up and start carrying you around the thing, no. And that's like being, you know, groped in a crowd of people where you didn't ask for it, right? Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Not near as cool as it, you know, riding through fire or running through flames, not near as cool as they make it look in the movies. Not near as much fun. GG. Okay, you want to queue for another one? Sweet.
Excellent work, champions. We shall set up our base camp in these chambers. My
So,
manager will get
yeah.
the surge transfer
And actually,
working shortly.
I'm still healing.
Decide when you are ready for
5
your
weeks
next
later, I've still got scabs.
side.
Thankfully, it was mostly second-degree burns. No third degrees that I'm aware of. But the lower back, right above the waistline of your jeans, because the t-shirt was on fire there, that was really pretty bad. That's actually the part that's still pretty good scabbed over. I mean, it's not near as horrible as it was. Like, I can actually like lay down on my back. Damn, this guy's just straight. Oof. Bro, get off me. You go play with your friends. Hello, Mr. Tank. You wanna, I don't know, grab shit? Get away from me. Asshole. Your job is to take the beating. My job is to kill them. Do your job, so I can do mine. And then we all go home happy. Did he die? I didn't see if he died. This is really not a boss that you decide you're just gonna charge into. He actually does have some more health because of all the guys that were running around him. I'm going to go with yes, but insurance has not looked at it to tell me. I finally got the insurance that's going to pay to start the claim Friday. Because it took them a couple of weeks to figure out like who was going to be at fault. But I highly suspect that it is. By the time you look at just replacing the plastics on the motorcycle, the outer shell, you know, the decorative part, you already exceed the value of the motorcycle. Replacement parts alone, I mean, just an initial rough estimate are already in 6,000. Which is, I mean, it sucks because I really like that motorcycle, but I'd rather sacrifice the motorcycle than myself. And another one's not, I mean, you know, I've already looked at some of the other ones. They're, you know, call it 5,000, 5,500, give or take, depending on how crazy I want to get. Because I ain't buying new. Yep, 100%. And in all of my years of riding, I have never seen a motorcycle. I mean, I've seen some violent crashes on motorcycles just do some violent stuff in a crash, flip end over end and everything else. I've never seen one burst into flame. If it hadn't done that, I would have been fine. In fact, the bike would have been fine. I wouldn't have been involved in the crash at all. I would have just let the main, the one bike slide across. Hey, go take that up. Oh, that's the hunter. Because tanks don't understand shit is behind them. I still don't understand why these guys are all in a hurry, honestly. You're playing a video game. You know what you're going to do when you're done with this dungeon? You're going to still be playing a video game. You get no bonus points for being fast here. This is not a Mythic Plus. There's no timer to beat. So, I don't understand this whole ADD thing of, well, we've got to do it in like 5 minutes because, you know, I got to do almost anything else in the game. Oops. Oh no, that's the Evoker's thing. No, not static overload. Oops. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to cast that spell at that point. But oh well. It's cast now. So yeah, it I'm pretty sure that insurance they're just gonna total it out. Because you got the majority of the plastics need to be replaced. The front brake rotors probably need to be replaced. The front brake pads need to be replaced. And I can tell you that the front brake rotors are $500 because I just replaced them in April. Plastics are, I mean, just ballpark figure was already close to 6, like I said. Maybe the rim, the front rim is still good. But I don't know because I haven't touched the motorcycle since I got it out of storage. Because I don't want anybody going, oh, well, you know, you took this part off, so we don't know if it was actually damaged or not. It's like, nope. I loaded it out of storage, brought it home, and it's been in the garage ever since. Because storage is a freaking racket, man. $40 a day to store their motorcycle in essentially somebody's yard for the towing company. This guy. Yep. Move. Nope, too late. We're dead. Maybe. There's a chance we can pull it off if everybody doesn't get put to sleep or feared. Yeah, no shit. Towing, between towing, 2 weeks in storage, and all of the other things, $1,150. That insurance will be reimbursing for just saying. Yeah, so I went to go pick it up and then she gave me the bill. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? $500 just for the tow. Storage was another $6. Ish. The difference anyway. Yeah, I was like, hello. I'm in the wrong business. I need to go into like that business and then store people's shit. Hey, that's what you can do. Get yourself a little build, get yourself a little lot, you know, with a fence and whatnot. Well, it's just a towing company, right? So all you need is a tow truck. This place was like either they had the whole building or like just a little office section, and then they had like the lot outside with a fence. What are we waiting for? I don't understand. What are we doing? Somebody's mom call him, make him go outside and cut the yard, take the trash out? What? But yeah, I mean, you figure 10 vehicles, right? 10 vehicles, $45 a day, $450 a day you're making. That's what, rounded up to 500 just for giggles. That's $2,500 a week. That's 10 grand a month. I mean, rent on a lot can't be that bad, depending on obviously where you put the lot, but there's plenty. I'm sure there's plenty of places where you can get, you know, half acre or so fairly cheap rent-wise. Oh my God. Why are these people dead? All right. Well, they said misclick, so we'll give it a bit further doubt. So yeah, I definitely need to keep that in the back of my mind and start kind of looking for that. And just get like a tow truck, right? And just go wait for the city to call, because they round robin it. There were 3 motorcycles involved. 2 of them, at least 2 of them, went to 2 separate tow companies in town. I need to fix the chat bot. What is this? You know what I need to do? Well, that's the thing though. There was a girl there who they're probably paying, call it, even if you're paying her $15 an hour, she was literally sitting there on her, just surfing the web on her phone. Like, that's it. Like, hell, I could pay somebody $15 an hour to just sit there. Watch the yard, basically.
With us on both battlefield and foe. Their saboteurs take
I'd pay her 15. I'm just saying.
the mushrooms choke the life out of crops and farmhands alike.
At least enough to cover, like, one vehicle storage a day, right? Part-time, no benefits. So, I mean, why not? Screw it. Like I said, that's conservative of just like, what, 10 vehicles? You can hold a whole lot more than that. Somebody's timber. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's going on here? We got the thing. So let me this looks like a good place to park myself. But yeah, I mean, hire somebody to drive the truck, hire somebody to sit there and guard the lot, or just basically sit and babysit the lot. Thinking you make some pretty good money at it. I actually logged in to Discord, oddly enough. Let's see, cycle fence. La 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 la. Okay, so that's so if you go to the Discord, you go under cycle things. I'm uploading them there. Not the me damaged part though. There you go. But yeah, I got some second degree heat burns on the outer side of my left thigh. My butt got burnt. My butt literally got burnt. Fortunately, the jeans didn't catch fire. It was just that much heat. It was that much radiant heat that I do not recommend it. Just don't. If anybody's like, hey, let's go run through fire, tell them to, you know, go do unpleasant things to themselves. Damn it, I missed the freaking guy. Yeah. Hot booty, hot legs. And I'm running I'm running through the fire, right? And I'm like, it's hot. I'm actually screaming, it's hot. And I'm like, stop, drop, and roll. But I'm still in the fire. So I can't. But I also don't want to like inhale any of the flames or the heat. So I'm trying to just keep talking to push air out as I'm running through it. And then as soon as I got out of it, I stopped, dropped, and rolled on the street. Then got up, and the guy whose motorcycle caught fire, he comes running up to me, and he's like, "You're on fire!" And he starts batting at the flames on the back of my t-shirt as I'm trying to make my way to the grass over on the curbside so I could roll around in it to extinguish, you know, to make sure that I get the fire out. But by the time I got there, he had already slapped the flames out, so it was kind of pointless. Police punishment, 29th century. Okay, that's a lot of residence crystals. The question is, do I really want to screw with that right now? I don't. I want to finish time walking. For one. Got a picture of the jacket. Somehow I managed to not upload that. I should do that. Reset that, move that, do this, do that, go there. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, there's the jacket. That I was wearing. That is literally what kept my back and my arms from getting burnt. I actually got burns here. You can see a little bit here and here where the gloves and the sleeves, so where there was exposed skin. But I learned a lot about wound care, burn wound care. Things that work to keep the bandages on. Things that don't work so well to keep the bandages on. Figures that's got to pop when I'm kicking this guy's ass. No. Well, it would have helped, but the problem is I think it also probably would have helped the heat. The biggest reason that I had that the burns were as bad as they were is because I didn't get treatment on site. Like, I didn't let the paramedics look at me. Because at the time, it felt like I just had kind of a bad sunburn. So I didn't really think anything of it. But because I was wearing the jeans and they kept the heat in, as opposed to like having them cut up the pants so that they could see what was, you know, like the extent of the leg. Because I wasn't about to drop my pants on the side of the road. So at least if I had gotten the heat out of the burns, they wouldn't have been quite as bad. But overall, it wasn't horrible. I mean, I've still got red marks on the legs, but they did blister up. Like one burn, like basically about yay big, was one big blister. So riding a Speedo. No, I had boxers on. I could have dropped my pants. I just wasn't going to drop my pants and be in my underwear on the side of the street. And I sure as hell am wearing, if anything, I'm going to wear more gear because the helmet, the side of the helmet, all the way up the side was blistered from the heat. And if I hadn't been wearing that, that would have been, you know, obviously the skin and my hair. So if anything, I will be wearing more gear in the future. Because, yeah. What that saved in just burn damage is worth it. I don't care if people be like, ah, you're a wuss, you wear a helmet, you wear a jacket, you wear that. It's like, damn straight I do. Every time. Yeah, the guy whose bike that caught on fire, he had a helmet, he had gloves, was riding on a t-shirt and jeans. Fortunately enough, he was not on, he was away from the motorcycle when the gas tank ruptured and caught fire. So he just got some road rash. But the road rash that he got was in a really bad spot. Like, it was pretty much all encompassing of a butt cheek and in it like halfway down the back of the thigh. It's like, ooh. I almost think his injuries were worse than mine. So yeah, needless to say, I didn't feel like playing. I didn't even feel like playing video games, mainly because I couldn't sit down. Because, you know, imagine somebody taking like duct tape and putting it like on your butt cheek and then ripping and then taking skin with it. So I had a nice little section there where it was just kind of weeping. And of course, you know, you put a bandage on it, but you can't sit on it because it'll push the bandage up into it. Then eventually the bandage sticks and you have to peel the bandage back off. It's like, ooh, no. Yeah, I need to upload the pictures of the bike post-wreck. Because oddly enough, it doesn't look as bad. If you're like, oh yeah, you know, it's not so bad, but you can definitely tell it was in a fire. And of course the radiator was in the fire. And the engine was running. So I'm pretty sure the engine's cooked. It's a really good thing this is time walking. I don't have to pay that much attention to it. All right, what are we doing, folks? Go get it. I'm just half thinking we got a lot of new players. Like, I don't think these guys know this dungeon.
Drakari gonna kill anybody who trespass on these lands. Minions of the scale, heed my call. 1,000 fangs gonna rend your flesh. I see now.
Oops.
Scourge was not our greatest enemy.
Are we taking the shortcut? Which way you want to go, folks? I don't really care. Where'd the druid go? Why is the druid going that way? Over here. Over here. This way. Oh, druid. There you go. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on. That's it. There you go. course, now we have to wait for them to clear all the trash because they went over there. But that's okay. We can, you know, gives time to relax, have a drink. Well, they're actually going the way that the dungeon was designed. But obviously you have a shortcut, right? You can jump from that boss, come over here, hit this boss, and then you can come down. Should be this side. Like right here, you swim up underneath here and you come up next to the other boss. But the thing, so this is a time walking event, right? So this is not current content. This was actually new, or it was current content back with the third expansion, Wrath of the Lich King. And so because it's a time walking event and people can pretty much just face roll the whole thing, you never know who's, like, most of the time they're just like, oh, well, we're going to take a shortcut because, you know, we could just face roll it. We're going to do like they did in the other dungeon where they just pull like everything, you know, the tank just runs and it's like, ah. So you don't quite know what you're going to get because you get the players who are like, yeah, we'll take the shortcuts through it because, you know, apparently I have more important things to do in the video game than run this dungeon that I signed up for. There they are. So they could also be lowered. Let's see here. That's level 80, level 80. Well, they're all level 80. Because you can run time walking when you're not max level. So that would have been a reason why they were being kind of timid. But I really think that like they're just new enough players that they're not familiar enough with the dungeon, which is fine. Which is also why I waited before I took the plunge. But then everybody just kind of stood around like, so what do we do, Fred? And I was like, well, I'm jumping in the water. Just saying. They are definitely slightly undergeared. Kind of feels like that health bar should have melted a lot faster. Go get the boss. Thank you. I don't understand what you're waiting up for here. Yeah, so the phrase "don't stand in fire" in the game has taken on a whole new meaning for me now. All right, you guys want to go the right way? Let's go the right way. So yeah, you run through that whole path over there. That's the actual proper way you're supposed to take the dungeon. You come up here. This is also where, you know. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to obviously follow the path that way. But I'm not doing that. Obviously. Go get him, tank. So yeah, you come all the way around here, you fight all those guys. Now, I'm not really in a rush, but you don't have to really drag that out. Yeah, this tank doesn't know he doesn't know the dungeon. It's fine. I show you. I've run this a time or two, let me tell you. It's actually kind of weird. It's a weird feeling. Like guiding the tank through the dungeon. Nope. Yeah. Question is, does anybody catch the next one? Nope. There's an achievement if you don't let him transform. Go get him. There you go. That's right. This is the way. I've been silenced. No. Go get him, Pally. Oh, okay. That's not the worst plan. Still leads me to believe that he's slightly undergeared, though. And they're all undergeared. I should not be top DPS. By that big of a margin. I mean, I should be top DPS. I just shouldn't be, like, that far off. Because I should always be top DPS, in my mind. Nope. Okay. There's another boss that if you have a quest for, you go, you know, you have to go kill him. So I was going to check and see if anybody had the quest and we needed to go kill him, but people started leaving. So no point in me sticking around then. Let's see here. Tool crafting thing. Another radiant cache with the restored coffer key. That's 3. So I can get 1 more this week. Papazu bag. So this is the funny thing, right? So in time walking, you get, like, when Lich King was a thing, a 20 slot bag. This was a big deal because you couldn't get a 20 slot bag at the time without it dropping randomly in a dungeon, right? But now I've got a 36 slot, 36 slot, 34 slot, 34 slot. I'm like, 20 slot? Whatever, bro. Keep your 20 slot bullshit. Let's go over here. Oh, I need to run this on the I need to run it on the Warlock, and I also need to do the time walking on the Shaman. Cannot, no. Sadly, you cannot do that. Because you have the bag slots here. So, like, initially, this 20 slot bag is your default inventory. You start off with that for free. But you have to put a bag in a slot before you can utilize the storage space in said bag. Which is why the one bag is still there, why I can hover over it. Because it's sitting in my inventory. Alright, is he pulling everything? No, okay, cool. See, so to quote Forrest Gump, right? Dungeons are like a box of chocolates. You never know what kind of tank you're going to get. You get the ones that are in a hurry, so they'll pull all of this, plus the mob that we just pulled. Or the group that we pulled. Then you have the ones like the last dungeon, where, you know, they'll do like one pull at a time on trash. Which is fine. It's just that you have no idea kind of what their master plan is, so you have to wait for them to do the thing. Because like here, in this dungeon, you're supposed to run down this little deal, this little bridge thing, right? You're supposed to run down to the end like this guy's doing, and come around to the right on the webs, and then fight these guys while the boss is coming up from that back over there. But there's a shortcut where you can just basically jump down and charge straight over and catch the boss before he gets up here. Because there's actually there's an achievement for that too. Not that I'm achievement hunting, but yeah. So you could just basically kill those guys, bring the whole thing down here, and kill the boss. Go away. Leave me alone. Okay, Tank, you need to turn him somewhere, please. Thank you. If you're not going to catch all of the bad guys and keep aggro, turn them. Sploosh. Good thing falling in water doesn't hurt. Now, the funny thing about this particular dungeon is in the current expansion, you're fighting a bunch of these spiders, but it's a different, call it a different clan. Like Anubarak here was actually the one, they actually make mention of it when you're leveling. They refer back to, you know, because one of the people that you're doing quests for is one of is part of like a different clan, and basically they're like, you know what, or that it's a queen of that clan, and she's basically like, you know what, that guy wanted to go fight for the undead, so let him. We're gonna sit over here and we're gonna do our thing. You might actually see it again as I'm leveling one of the alts. Might be a minute though. But it is mildly entertaining that, you know, in the current expansion, they make reference to the guy whose ass we're currently kicking. Well, who's currently hiding from us, but whose ass we will be kicking here in a moment. Again. No. So the little crumbly stuff like that, that's an Uberak. And if you stand there, they'll poke you in the butt. That's right. We ain't taking that shit. Homie, don't play that game. Alright, everybody's leaving. I should have one more. So, another thing, Senior Imsware, they introduced a new... Oh no, it's ready for turn-in. I can just go do the thing. They introduced a new soloable thing, kind of dungeon-esque in this expansion, where you can actually get the higher tier in-game gear without having to go through the raids. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. Don't die. Stay alive. Come on, dragon. Please do the thing. Thank you. Good grief. I'm a dragon. I get stuck on a fence post. Why? I get you're a Chinese dragon, but still. He was dragging that ass. Yes, he was. 100%. Oop, don't want to do that. Go away.
Fierce predators of the undersea slither up and prey upon the fisher folk. Keep them
All right. So I think I'm kind of done here. For the moment. Do I really want to? Yeah. So we got to get the mining nodes, right? And then this purple thing over here, this disturbed earth. This is a lot like those little chest things in the last expansion that I would drop down and get. Actually, they are 100% the disturbed earth. Except this time I don't have to buy the stupid little shovel before I can do them. I can just see them now. So there's another one. And then we get the wax. And we get some other stuff too, like the Valor Stones. So Valor Stones are currency right here that we use to upgrade the gear. Along with some of the crests, like the Weathered Harbinger crest, I think, are the early ones. Under coins are currency for some other stuff, obviously. I mean, as titled by the window, currency. The restored coffer key. Supposedly you can get 4 per week. And you use these in the new in-game solo content called delves, right? So if you look on the map here, you see like the little doorway thing here, the spiral weave. This is a delve. This is a one. This one is bountiful, which means there's an extra little chest at the end that if you have the restored coffer key, you can open and you can get better gear. So what I'm looking for is these to do the world quests, because of the quest here to complete 6 of them to get this pinnacle cache here, which also has gear. Because World of Warcraft is pretty much all about the gear. It doesn't have to be the best, but the game gets considerably easier the higher tier gear you have. So I stopped over in that whole area because there was a world quest there. Now I'm going to go do the other world quest, and I'll probably do that delve while I'm there. But I'll do it with a group because it's going to be a level. It's going to be call it a +8. It's a tier 8, and it goes to tier 10. And tier 8, I'm supposed to be at item level 600 plus, so I'm close. And I've already been in. I went through 8 of them last week with a group, so it's fine. Nobody should really be super bitchy about it. And yes, I can probably solo a tier 8. I've soloed tier 7s. But it also depends on the boss at the end. There's one boss in one of the delves. And it's not so bad. I mean, you can do up to 4 bountifuls a day, but you're only allowed 4 coffer keys per week, from what I've read. So there's really no... Okay, there is a point in doing more of them. Because as you go and fill this bar all the way up, you know, you unlock other bits. Like, so one of the things they give you here is a mount. This thing. So they give you this guy. And it's like the dragons. You get bits to customize them. Like you can put propellers here on the wings. You can put a dirigible, attach it to the top so it, you know, kind of like an actual dirigible. You can put rotor blades up there and make it look like a helicopter. But 6 world quests. I mean, we've already got 3. This will be 4. That goes pretty quick. The delves go a lot faster if you're not soloing them, depending on the class. Like as a warlock, it could be a little bit of a pain in the ass. It takes a little bit. As a shadow priest, I can't just go charging in. You know, I have to be fairly strategic with the pulls. Because, you know, squishy priest. But if you think about, like, overall gameplay, you know, a couple hours, it's not... You can get a couple delves in. And some other stuff, I mean... So it sounds like a lot, but... It doesn't feel like a lot, really. And it's not like you have to do it, right? Because I obviously leveled with not that gear, killing a lot of these guys anyway, so... Okay. You can go kick his butt, that's fine. I'm alright with that. And there's a, is that next week? Yeah, next week there's, the 20th anniversary event kicks off. That goes all the way from October to January. So it's basically it's one big time walking event is what they're going to do with it. So you get the little time warp badges that I was getting in the other dungeons from the other bosses, but you'll get more of them and you'll run a lot of the old content. You little some biscuit. So that should be interesting. The Pandaren remix, though, you might have actually had a lot of fun with that one. Because it didn't. It played kind of like World of Warcraft. Because, you know, World of Warcraft. But you get just ridiculously overpowered and just go blow everything up. It was hilarious.
Beyond the reach of
Job done.
Bellator's light, it will fill the pool in time. For now,
And there we go. 567. Soulbound? No. Okay, we get that. Because that lets us put points in this. Oh, hey, we've learned all of the specializations. Yay, me. Yay! I need to do the gym one. What is this? Oh, I gotta go do that. I gotta go turn the thing in. 587 veteran. It would be nice. Oh, so another thing that they did is. Oh, where's that? Why do I think it'll be dead by the time I get there? Because it'll be dead by the time I get there. They introduced the warband system. So like the gathering mats and whatnot, you can just drop in the...
Aj Kahet is at war with us on both battlefield and farm. Their seven
That's
wars tamed
not the one I wanted.
fields.
Is he dead? He's dead, isn't he? Yeah, killed him, Jim. No, there. Nope, that's not it. Damn. I was hoping. I'm gonna use the pick. Oops, I missed. Oh no, it's all good. But I'm just saying, you ain't got time for dumb sports game. Then you might have had fun with it. And then you might not. Because, let's face it, MMOs are not everybody's cup of tea. I have another friend in town who I've been trying to get to play.
Belator's light progresses into
And it is also not his cup of tea.
once gathered, it becomes hope for the Iraqis.
So I have sadly resigned myself to the fact that it's not his cup of tea. Alright, now that I got sidetracked, because, you know, squirrel. Ooh, damn it. I realized that a little late. So let's go over here. So these, right? Throw out little bombs while you're trying to mine them. And if you stand in the circle where that thing is, then you get blowed up. how's the business going, by the way? And where we're actually, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, MMOs aren't for everybody. I haven't really found, I mean, outside of Anthem, I haven't really found too many of those types of games that I enjoy. It was. I enjoyed Anthem a lot. I should... Okay, I've said it before. I've been saying it for years. I just need to sit down and make a clone-ish type thing of Anthem. Doing pretty good. Making more sales than you expected. That's nice. Yeah. Like I said, MMOs... And it also kind of depends on where you come into the MMO, right? Like this point, you're 10 expansions into World of Warcraft. And if you weren't initially drawn in by playing Warcraft, the RTS game, and kind of a fan of the lore, then you just run in and do the stuff, right? So if you're not really kind of invested in the story, and you're so far removed from all of that now that you're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? So, not sink. Dummy. It was actually fun. For some reason I don't enjoy playing Destiny 2 as much as I enjoy playing Anthem, even though they're basically the same kind of game. They need a tank. They're fine on DPS. They're fine on DPS. 8 sinkhole. Has a tank. No healer. I will take the DPS role. That's fine. I've been declined. No. I'd almost take it personal, but I know it's not. I mean, I could be all like, well, you know, they're just... being mean or whatever, but you look at it, some people really get hung up on the whole, well, you know, you don't meet the gear level score, so I'm not going to take a chance on it. And but then like you list the group, and you might get a pair, right? Like, so you get a DPS. So you're like 2 DPS, you really only need 3. But you're 2 DPS, but a tank and DPS come in, or a healer and DPS come in as a pair. So you'll do that, but by declining, the other person doesn't sit and wait for 5 minutes. So they're really kind of doing you a favor, because they're like, okay, well, you know, go find another group because I have all the DPS I need, kind of thing. 527 might be a bit low for a healer. I don't know about that. I mean, they do say that you need a 600 plus gear score. You know, so 585, 580, okay, maybe. 527, nope, I think that's a little low. Let's see. The other thing is, you can only queue for 5 groups. You can only sign up for 5 groups at a time. So by ignoring this, that person's taking up a slot that they could be using for another one where they could potentially get in, right? Like they could potentially get a carry. So if anything, you could straight decline this person. They could go look for another group. Maybe they get in. But these are almost like, these are supposed to be like mini dungeons that you can solo, right? And oops. Yeah, that was the way to do it then. Alright, well there's a 602 tank. Hopefully they're gonna snag them up. So like right here, you complete the delve. For the world stuff, it's only 584, right? But at tier 8 delves, that's 610 gear. And the max at the moment is 630. And it's not near as chaotic as a raid. I mean, you've seen the raids, right? It's even a little bit more tame than dungeons. Honestly. So yep, we got it. Sweet. Okay. So we'll go in here. I mean, we look. Oh, tier 8's already in progress. So never mind. I can't show you where they recommend, where they have the recommended gear bit. Now, I'm not a fan of the fact that, like, they have a couple of these that are underwater. So if you can't breathe underwater for an extended period of time, you got to keep trying to go to the little air bubbles, like these right here. Which is, like, for here it's fine because you basically fight those guys right there, right? But if you're fighting somewhere else and have to run back for one, that's a bitch. Now the other thing, this circle, these little circles right here, don't run into them. Okay, why are these people not here? Okay, here's another thing. And I know you guys aren't playing an MMO, but this is like a public service message to anybody who comes across this content. Okay. If you're going to sign up for a group like a delve or a dungeon or something like that. Get your butt there. Then sign up for a group. Don't sign up for a group when you're clear off on the other side of the world somewhere. Because everybody winds up standing around waiting for you to get your butt there. Right? And don't expect a summon. Don't be lazy. Go there. Then sign up. Get close, right? I'm fine with that. Oops. I don't think I put that where I needed to put it.
I don't have a target.
Those guys suck. I hate them so much. Where's the other one?
I need a target.
Because don't run in there. So when you run through that, see all this stuff here? That's what happens. They shoot all that crap and it hurts. So don't go through it. I don't understand why the paladin ran through it, honestly. Last time I ran this last week, it was a bad group. They just, oh, so bad. But they kept running through this. And they kept dying. And if you look over here, there's a counter. You only get so many deaths. Now, if you exceed that, like if we burn through all 5 deaths, we don't get kicked out. But the rewards at the end aren't what they could be. So don't go trying to get people killed. Pay attention to what's going on, right? I mean, why introduce that and have other people take damage, especially while they're in a fight, from something that you could just straight avoid? And it's not like they don't give you an indicator, you know, of like where it's at. It's not like you don't know. Kello, can I get the thing, please? Why? But why? Okay, fine, whatever. It's not that important. It's weird. These guys are Alliance. And it keeps flagging them like PvP. But yeah, that's clearly marked. Don't step in this. Like that guy did. I don't understand how you don't figure that out by like the second time you step in it. Hey, I step in this, they throw shit that hurts. It seems pretty straightforward. Is he feared? Is that what's going on here?
Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
Yeah, no. Alright, so have you guys watched any good shows lately? Kill everyone. But we're gonna wind up killing pretty much everyone here. Although they're probably gonna get me killed too, because that shit hurts. I like that the healer gets to throw out little jars.
They'll never be using that move.
The little healing jars. You don't watch much TV? Well, I had like a whole week there to watch some TV, right? So where I normally, because I spend like an hour or two downstairs, so the cats get peasant time because they're not allowed upstairs. Because they keep puking on the carpet. And they get the bed all furry. Oh shit. Damn, they got that guy too. Oof. So, you know, I hang out with them, give them some time. Watch YouTube and Twitch, right? There you go. Works too. But, of course, you know, like when I was laid up there, I had nothing to do but sit around and watch TV all freaking day. So, the little bit that I would watch, I blew through all of my, like, usual content. I got to the point where I was in some pretty questionable territory on some movies.
That's more like it.
Okay, maybe not that questionable, but the plots were questionable. There was one, it's Chief of Station. And it's got the guy that played Harvey Dent from the Dark Knight trilogy movies. Aaron Eckhart or something like that. And he's supposed to be like this CIA Chief of Station, right? And there's like this whole thing on a boat where he gets in a fight with a guy. And basically knocks him unconscious, and then he goes up to the top of the boat, fights some other bad guys, you know. And then, of course, the bad guy that he supposedly, you know, like knocked out or whatever. Well, that guy's made his way up to the top. 2 NASCAR podcasts. There you go. There's been some shenanigans apparently going on in NASCAR. I'm just saying. From the articles I've been seeing. I mean, Michael Jordan suing. Oop. Somebody's dead. No. Why did you run into that? I don't understand. Why do these guys do this?
I don't have a target.
Our healer died. That's kind of...
I need a target.
not funny, but funny. People running into each other and stuff. Yeah. He's like, I don't like this. No. What the
I need
hell?
to target something first.
That's rude. There should be no throwing of the Shadow Priest. Just saying. Like that. Hello. I'll get there eventually, guys. Don't worry about me. My cooldown will be up by then, though. So there's that. We'll let them go through that. It's a puzzle. So we'll go there. Ta-da! Job done.
Nice fight.
Okay, that one was set up a little too easy, but I'm okay with that. But yeah, so back to this thing, right? He fights the guy. The guy comes up, catches up with him. But when he knocked the guy out, right? The guy wasn't wearing a jacket. Yeah, my nephew's in Orlando. What are we doing? Hello? What's up? This is where I'm really glad I went through the rep grind to get that stupid fishing pole. Okay. Oops. Don't stand there. This is bad. See, trying to solo this one would suck. Where's the Guardian thing? Oh no, where's the Guardian thing? I didn't know where it's at. Where is it? I don't want the slamming tentacle. It really blows. This sucks.
Oh, don't go dying on me.
That was bullshit.
Old Brand's got your back.
I call bullshit. I made it through this fight 3 times the other day without dying. They reset him. Don't reset him. Don't take him out there. This is going to be interesting. No. I need the guy. That's bullshit. I hate this guy so much. Oof. Thank God for battle reses.
Stand back while I clear this away.
Now serving number 11. Right? Okay, so this is what you need the key for, the bountiful coffer. So when we unlock it, and we got radiant echoes, we got a 603 piece of gear, we got some undercoins. Yes! Got a quest. Check it out. Okay. Got some gold. Some more gold over here. Alright. Where's my key? Right. Okay, so we got a curio,
That's more like it.
which is nice. I want to make sure that I've got my first path of time. Okay. So spike, knickknacks, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what that is. Set of remetery, gear enchanting. Okay. Any eligible ring enchanted with glimmering haste. Really? I did that. I think. Skittering breach. Where's it fell? Meta quest. Hello? Where is it? There it is. Key to success. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Okay, what do you know? Nice. Okay, so yeah, anyway, like I was saying, right? So they're fighting. He knocks the guy out. He goes up to the top of the boat there. He fights some other guys, and then, of course, you know, the guy that he knocked out shows up. But the guy wasn't wearing a jacket when he knocked him out. But when he comes back up on top of the boat, the guy's wearing the jacket. It's like, so, okay, let me get this straight. The bad guy stopped after getting knocked out, woke up, said, "I'm a bit chilly. Let me put my jacket on before I go up there to kick his ass." Like, who's editing this movie? Right? And then, in the same fight sequence, right? Because now they're on top of the boat. Or they're at least on the upper deck, right? So they're fighting and duking it out. And he winds up throwing that same guy overboard. Okay. In the very next scene, that guy has made it all the way over to like a whole other country on like a 2-hour drive. But he's still wet from being thrown in the water. Like it was a 5-minute drive across town. Hello? I get you ain't got a lot of budget. But what the hell are you doing? Okay. What time is it? It's 8:13, which means I need to go downstairs. I need to get the litter box. I need to bring the litter box in because it should be dry. I need to put cat litter in it. And I should do some other stuff. So let's go take care of... Let's go turn some stuff in. Get some more gear. Yeah. Repair my busted shit. But yeah, and there's at least like a couple other things in that movie. I'm just like, guys, come on. I know you're watching it when you're editing it. I know you watched it when you were filming it. Who didn't stop and go, maybe he shouldn't put his jacket on? And maybe he shouldn't be wet when he should be like, should have driven for like 5 or 6 hours. Okay, let's see. So the general, we'll go back with the general again. No, that's fine. Oh, I need to turn it in. Duh. I don't know. I think it's an. I 100% think it's just like an editing thing, right? And I'm pretty sure that they filmed the fight sequence on the upper deck on a different day, like maybe a Tuesday, where they filmed the fight down below decks. On like Monday, and for some reason nobody seemed to be like, oh hey, he wasn't wearing a jacket yesterday, but he's wearing one today. And true. You can only edit it once you've actually got the film to edit. And again, we're talking about not a high budget movie. I mean, even though they had a couple of better known actors. I mean, you know, like the guy that played Harvey Dent in the Dark Knight trilogy. I mean, he's been in quite a few other movies, so. Ooh, look at that. 606. And it's champion tier, and it's got a socket. I lose a lot of haste, though. But that's fine, because mastery is better for a Shadow Priest. Why, you ask? Right? Because it increases the damage for Shadow Word Pain, Vampiric Touch, and Devouring Plague. All three of my dots, which are my damage over time spells. And during Void Form, all targets receive maximum effect. Yeah. Haste just lets me cast faster. But at the end of the day, it doesn't shave that much time off. So crit and mastery are the first two, then haste. So the fact that this has mastery in it, I'm okay with that. All right, so we'll do that. We'll move that over here. 567. That's a trinket. It's also soulbound. All right. So we've got a back piece that is champion tier. It has avoidance, haste, and crit. Yes. Okay, so we'll do that. Move that down over here. Do the thing there. 558, 580. You know, it's probably easier if I just clean up my bags a little bit, sell some of my trash, right? There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. Concoction, gain water breathing. Okay, so here's the thing. Gain water breathing and 100% swim speed for 1 whole minute. No. I'm not using it. It binds when equipped, so that goes off to the thing. That's soulbound at 554. That's soulbound at 558. That's soulbound at 551. That's soulbound at 554. Yeah, that's fine. There's nobody here to trade it with anyway. And so if we look at the item levels, yeah, that's all the downgrade. We're going to have to sell Papa's new bag, though. I'm sorry. We just don't need a 20 slot bag anymore. 554 is time warped, so that can go. That's plate, but it's warbound, so we'll hold on to that. Don't know what I'm going to do with those. That's 554 staff. Nope. $590. Oh yeah, I did that earlier. 558 binds when equipped. So the binds with equipped stuff and the warbound things, right? Which, like here, where it says warbound until equipped in blue. I can put the warbound until equipped into the warbound storage, and then another character that can use plate can pick that up. The binds when equipped, though, is probably not going to get used, but I can hand it to my enchanter to disenchant to get materials to enchant stuff. Hmm. I think in general, that's all that I want to sell. Well, nope, there's that. There's the 554 staff. 558 ring. We got a better ring. Okay, so now we look here. Yeah, the world quest. I need to do at least like one more tier 8, I think. Delve. But we can do that tomorrow. It's fine. Blade of the General. Still haven't done all the world quests, but it'll keep. We got till next Tuesday, right? Well, till next Monday. Yeah, I'll sort out the rest of the stuff later. Oh, but the Warbound thing. I will show that off real quick because it is helpful. It's still got a little ways to go. But I can dump all the stuff here, and all of my characters, no matter what realm they're on, have access to this. It's very nice. Especially like all the mats, like for, you know, the Skinner and whatnot. So like my miner, my blacksmith, who also use the ore, with it being here, I don't have to go over to the guild bank, like deposit everything I've got, then come back later and take it all out on the other characters. Like all of this stuff I could put in there. Not going to right at the moment, obviously. And of course, the new screen, the warband screen. You got now 4 characters. Yeah. And you can drag these around. I could swap out, you know. It's kind of cool. Now, when we get down to like characters that are not, even though they're not in the, okay, they're not in the favorites, but they're still part of the war band. So it's kind of cool. And we got our little, this is the guy from the Pandarian remix. This is the shaman I ran during it. So what they did is they had the Pandarian remix for like 2 months. And there was all these tokens where, you know, you got all this extra shit on your gear, so you get like, and you could upgrade it. You just be OP as hell, right? And at the end of it, that character got switched automatically into your regular non-event character list because obviously the event ended. So, like, you leveled up really super quick. Then when it was done, you had essentially, at the time, a max level character, a level 70 character that got imported into your normal account. So that was kind of cool. And plus I got to go through and get all of the... I got to go back into Pandaria because it was an expansion I didn't play a lot of, and get all of the armor sets and all of the mounts. So like the Chinese dragons, right? So if we go into the mounts, so like this guy, this one, this one, this one, this one. So I picked all of these up during that event. And a few others. Not the camel. That was you. I got the camel because of you. But like one of these scorpions I got because through the event. The Pandarian kite, and then like this kite here. And then for the appearances. Let's scroll down here. Like the warm one, well, that was Time Riffs. Not that one. Definitely not that. You gotta go down a little farther. Like this, that. Sun Pearl clothing, the Guardian Serpent. Now it doesn't look so good on the priest, but well, not many of them. I do question the design choices here a little bit on some of it, but we got it. So like, you know, this actually has bells. Why would I walk around in a dungeon with little bells going clang, 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 clang when I'm trying to be snaky, right? And normal. So we got the colorations. Well, it was nice to actually be able to go back and get all of that stuff, and in a more interesting fashion that wasn't quite as grind. It was a little grindy, but it wasn't bad. So, and definitely the mounts, pets, those were good things too. So. Alrighty, I need to go downstairs. I need to finish. I need to put the cat shit box back where the cat shit box is supposed to be for the cat shit where they're not supposed to shit. Right? Say that 3 times fast. Anyway, M-Swear, Hemi, good to see ya. And well, what do you say we do it again tomorrow? At least for like an hour or so, maybe. But until then, have a fantabulous evening, and we shall talk to you guys later.